The shadows in Sodom don't just hide secrets, they breathe. It started with a heavy knock that rattled Lot's front door, but it wasn't a guest. It was the sound of an entire city turning primal. Outside, the street was a sea of hungry faces, young and old, all demanding the two strangers Lot had taken in. These weren't men. They were celestial beings veiled in skin, and the mob wanted to tear them apart. Lot stood at the threshold, his voice trembling as he offered his own daughters just to keep the peace. That's how deep the rot went. The crowd surged, their fingers clawing at the wood, their breath hot with malice. Then, a flash of blinding white light sliced through the dark. The angels didn't fight, they simply struck the mob blind. Suddenly, the street was filled with the screams of men fumbling in the dark, clutching at the air, still trying to find the door even as their eyes failed them. "Get out," the angels commanded. "Don't look back. Don't stop in the plain. Run for the mountains, or you'll be swept away." The air began to taste like copper and ozone. As the sun cracked the horizon, the sky didn't turn blue, it turned blood red. Lot grabbed his wife and daughters, their boots pounding against the scorched earth. Behind them, the atmosphere ignited. It wasn't just fire, it was a rain of burning sulfur that turned stone into liquid. The roar of the city's destruction was deafening, a chorus of 1,000 screams being silenced at once. They were almost safe. The heat was licking at their backs, a physical weight pushing them toward the hills. But Lot's wife felt the pull of the life she was leaving behind. The jewelry, the status, the wicked pulse of a city she loved more than her own soul. She stopped. Her sandals skidded in the ash. Despite the angel's warning echoing in her skull, she twisted her neck. She didn't just glance. She stared back in defiance at the crumbling towers. In an instant, the moisture was sucked from her skin. Her blood turned to brine. Her scream froze into a jagged silhouette of crystal. She didn't fall. She became a jagged, white pillar of salt, a permanent monument of rebellion standing in the middle of a wasteland. Lot kept running, the smell of salt and burning hair filling his lungs, knowing that the woman he loved was now just a bitter statue watching the world burn.